Today, my guest joins me from one of India's most trusted non-banking financial institution called HDB Financial Services. It's part of the HDFC Group. They serve millions of customers across the country. And spearheading this and leading the charge on cybersecurity is my friend Madhur. He's the Chief Information Security Officer. He's the one who makes sure that HDBFS customers remain secure and their transactions are safe. Welcome to the Guardians of the Enterprise.
Thanks, Ashish. It was pleasure joining you in this series. AI-powered attacks is a key threat which we are seeing. So overall, cyber kill chain is basically split into multi-service model because we are also expanding in various technologies. Overall, focus has also increased how the data is flowing within the organization. So to understand how the various departments are processing them, we have come up with a concept called as BISO, Business Information Security Officer.
Hello, everyone. This is Ashish Tandon, founder and chief executive officer of Indusface. It is my pleasure to have you guys all join this unique initiative which we have taken to kind of get our cybersecurity practitioners who are actually our real life heroes get their perspective. So welcome to the show. Today, my guest joins me from one of India's most trusted non-banking financial institution called HDB Financial Services. It's part of the HDFC Group. They serve millions of customers across the country. And spearheading this and leading the charge on cybersecurity is my friend Madhur. He's the Chief Information Security Officer. He's the one who makes sure that HDBFS customers remain secure and their transactions are safe. Welcome to the Guardians of the Enterprise show.
Thanks, Ashish. It was pleasure joining you in this series, and it is, I must say, it is a very good initiative. So it helps us in having a thought shared across this forum, and overall, it will benefit overall cybersecurity community.
Excellent. So let's get going. So, the show will cannot start by before without asking you that coming from the financial services and it's the way India is booming and the amount of transactions which are happening on a daily basis, and you guys managing so much of that. What are the latest threat landscape? How does the latest threat landscape look like in the financial services, which needs to be continuously looked at, and which really is very important for you to make sure that you guys keep your customers safe and secure.
Yeah, so as you rightly mentioned, the threats landscape is continuously evolving. It is increasing. Uh, so, like I will just touch upon few key areas of few key threats which are closely monitoring. To begin with, like AI-powered attacks is a key threat which we are seeing. The AI has enabled the various sophisticated tools to the attackers. So, be it like creating an malware or be it launching a sophisticated phishing attack. So it has enabled the attacker is ease of the tools. The second key thing is we see in the SaaS, that is cyber crime as a service. So overall cyber kill chain is basically split into multi-service model. So for example, like the first service will take care of the gathering the compromised credential, then leak data, or maybe the security certificates. The second set of service will actually launch the attack. So we are seeing the multi-dimensional threats and multi-dimensional attack which we need to manage. Thirdly, we have recently seen like geopolitical tensions, and this has increased the threat landscape to the global level. So this has we have also seen a significant increase in the DDoS attacks. We have seen a significant increase in the various type of cyber vectors. So that we are closely monitoring. So in addition to these new threats which we are observing, the few key threats which are also increasing its posture are mainly the third party risk. So which is again a key focus area. So it is not only limited to the organization, but is also extended to the critical partners which they take the services. The since the DPDP is around the corner, the data privacy, the data security again are the key threats which we're seeing. So the having more controls on the data protection is very key. The application and API security again is a like key threat which we see. So since the digital footprint is increasing, we are giving access to all customers in various channels. So the API and application level security plays a key role. So that we are also very closely monitoring. Apart from that, since we are now increasing the footprint to cloud, the cloud security, having an extension of our data center to cloud, so implementing the same set of posture checks controls, so that we foreseeing as a key threat area. Apart from that, the traditional threat patterns, like on the phishing, the DLPs, the 0 days. So 0 days also grown significantly recently because we are also expanding in various technologies. So those technologies bring their own 0 days or sort of threat patterns. So these are the key areas which continue to remain in for our focus.
Excellent. That's a lot to manage. It sounds so, sometimes I think it's the most, that's why, this initiative, I think that there's so much happening with AI, cloud, expansion. India is booming, digitalization, and and as we know, security is as strong as the weakest link, and you have to plug that weakest link. So kudos to you, man, the way you guys really, and I'm not, it's just, and it's a 24 by 7 job, right, to kind of make sure that you guys keep your customers safe and secure. How is Madhu? Does your board and your executive peers recognize this? Do they? What is the kind of change you've seen from them in the last maybe 3, 4, 5 years?
Yeah, so board and management plays a key role basically, and giving a direction to us, and I guess their trust is very important to driving any initiative. So the recent, basically the increased expectation from the management and board, is one is the key area which we just touched upon is on the third party risk. So that continue to remain as a key focus area. So we are seeing a lot of increase in the supply chain attacks, and the prominent banks and the financial sectors are like getting impacted on that. So the increased surveillance or the monitoring procedures of on the third party is one of the key area. There is a paradigm shift, what we can say is has been now, like the initial focus was on protect and detect, which has been slowly, the respond and recovery is also getting that equal weightage, because after a certain point of time, everyone has accepted that certain threats might get materialized, but then how we respond and recover from them, like specifically in case of ransomware and all. So how we like promptly respond, whether our backup procedures are in place, whether our cyber crisis management plan is in place. So effectiveness of those is again the key area of expectation. The thirdly is the data minimization. So being in NBFC or in the financial sector, we handle a lot of customer sensitive, business sensitive information. So the key focus is in having the data minimization. So the only the data which is required for the processing of any financial instrument, that should be assessed and taken, and the key focus is on the protection of that data. The overall focus has also increased how the data is flowing within the organization. So to understand how the various departments are processing them, if there is any duplication, can we remove that? So these are the key focus areas, like which again the management and the board expecting from the information security community.
Excellent. And what about the regulators? Do you guys also face a lot of music from the regulators? Are they becoming more stringent? Are they becoming easing out? Are they embracing the newer technologies? What's your experience with them?
Yeah, so the few of the key things again. So regulator, we've seen has increased a lot of focus on the governance, be it governance part, be it outsourcing, be it digital lending. So constant guidance and a lot of advisory sort of stuff is coming. So even we heard that the CIMAC is getting set up. So basically, it's a combination of all the government authorities which will continuously feed in the threat intelligence to us. So there are a lot of new initiatives from the regulator also we have seen, though at times it like feels that there are additional sort of governance controls, but on longer run it helps to overall streamline the processes.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Generally people look at compliance and regulators and they are a pain. They are, but honestly, I agree with you. In the long run, they actually bring in standardization. They bring in the experience from all other similar businesses, understand all of them, and try to implement all of them. So I absolutely agree with you. I have to ask you this: how is AI shaping up at HDB Financial Services? Are you guys embracing it? Uh, are you all seeing some real life use cases, or it's a lot of discussion and talk? What's your take there?
Yeah. So yeah, valid question. I guess that is the very hot topic nowadays, like how we are adopting AI. So we are also on the journey of AI adoption. So I will just split my answer into two areas. One is on from a security perspective, and then how we are adopting from a technology perspective. So in security, yeah. So as I earlier covered about, it has enabled the attackers and give those sophisticated tools to them, but it has also helped us to leverage these AI practices. So, like in various security tools and technologies, they are actively using it. So, one of them is again the WAF, where it is using the AI tools to have an threat detection mechanism, bot prevention, and continuously enriching the threat intelligence, preventing 0 days. So, it is helping on a WAF front. Similar to that, in the EDR front, like noting the behavioral pattern and continuously seeing how that can be responded. So that something has been actively used. It has been also actively used in SIM to develop the SOAR capabilities. If there is any trigger, how that can be responded. So even AI ML is helping over there. Additionally, for the like dark web monitoring, attack surface management, in these areas also it is actively helping us in dark web monitoring, like searching for the threat patterns using AI is really helping. And in ASM again, the 0 days and active monitoring of the posture. So that way it's in multi-flow fold in various aspects the AI is helping out. So, having said that, adoption in the actual financial sector, AI has to go through a lot of scrutiny yet. So, completely using that for giving any decision which is having a direct commercial impact or handling sensitive decision, it is still has to go a lot of scrutiny. So, we have seen there are certain AI models which are black box in nature, so those do not have provide a complete visibility. So in that case, we are working on setting up a overall AI governance framework which will help us in enabling this will ensure there is no bias, no, there are no AI bias which are possible. There are no specific decisions which are taken which might have a longer run impact. So these are the few guiding principles which we are rolling out on AI. And before we are deploying any AI model, we are going through a thorough testing in case it has been considered for any of the critical business processes.
Fantastic. I think this is a, so and I travel a lot and kind of meet a lot of customers and a lot of vendors across the world. And I don't think that, what you said is different. Every, uh, uh, while as you said in in your cyber implementations, all the tools you're using, they are using AI to make it more efficient. And I think within organizations, everybody's approach is to kind of make sure that you are kind of calibrating, understanding what your risks are, and while there is no doubt that it has benefits, but that benefits need to be made sure that and carefully calibrated with security as well as data privacy, right? Because you deal with a lot of
Absolutely.
consumer data. I couldn't agree with you more. I think the other thing which I'm seeing in this space is that it's becoming a three-legged race or three-legged approach in terms of implementing AI, software, AI and human verification, because I don't think one can just kind of blindly,
Exactly.
unless the use case is very well established. So I think, and especially within your financial services, one error can have a major impact. So couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Whether managing cybersecurity of such a large organization, I mean, it's not a single person's prerogative, right? It has to be a team effort, and for that, there are. I think I look at uh, the involvement of team in two perspectives. One is your own team. How do you kind of make sure that you have the right talent, keep them motivated, and kind of make sure that they are on top of things, and I mean, embracing all the right stuff, and making sure they keep your organization secure. And the other thing is, how do you kind of proliferate security as a thought process amongst all the employees, right? Because it has to come from then. It is a cultural shift. I know there are two questions, but one, how do you make sure that you have the right team and keep them motivated and excited? And second is, what do you generally do to kind of get the culture right in the company to be
Yeah.
secure?
All right. So I will just respond on like on both these areas. One is, as you rightly mentioned, like having good talent in place, and having good set of people is plays in key in basically managing the cyberspace. The key area again is the setting the tone right, and setting the culture right for the organization. The organization should have a culture of like open, transparent. The thoughts of the people get appreciated, so that strictly we as a culture we follow. We also need to evolve and deploy various new tools and technology, give them learning capabilities so that they will feel motivated and like explore new avenues within security. Additionally, we also have to trust them, give certain specific tasks and get them like have an oversight, but ensure that they drive that on their own. So this gives the confidence to the team that management and the overall organization is ready and they're behind them. So this is the very key thing which we have to adopt. This is supported by the learning capabilities. We need to continuously fine tune them, give them opportunities on various new technologies, and ensure that there are learning avenues which are available. So once this is in place, definitely it will attract the new talent. So once that the culture has been established, this will definitely help us in attracting the talent. So having said that, also the partners along with the like the in-house resources which also play a key role. So having established a partnership with the prominent security partners also plays a very role. Like how you ensure that the different sets of technology you manages are well complemented with each other and you're getting good support from the partners, so that plays another important role. Now like apart from the security, how you establish a good rapport and sense of awareness across all the team members or all the organization, in fact all the business teams. So now the the security is no longer a part of IT or is a matter of IT. It is a basically business key focus also. So what we do as a practice is the standard practices such as the awareness sessions, the phishing exercises, the lot of posters, wallpaper. So that anyway we keep on pushing so that they are being aware of, they're pushed off on these areas. Additionally, couple of new things which we started is one like for example from an application development perspective, the new developers which design or implement the application, so we should constantly train them so that they should not avoid the same core principles of the security. So we conduct the constant developer workshops where we train them that these are key security principles which you need to adopt. And secondly, we also for the employees to have a good connect or a broader connect, we have come up with a concept called as BISO, Business Information Security Officer. So since we are a very wide organization and have a multi-departmental structure, we have identified BSOs in each department who acts as a bridge between the employees and the information security team. So for example, when we are driving any new initiatives, we have a connect with these BSOs which inculcate the information to the broader set of employees. So these are the few key things which help us the setting tone for the security. And again, the management is very clear that security is part of overall like culture which we drive, and governance plays a very key role in this.
Excellent. I agree. And but how is and you see like you've been doing this for a while. Have you seen And generally I find that there is a little bit of resistance from employees in embracing security or basic security measures. Have you seen a change? Do you see that these initiatives that you are taking in terms of training, giving them, providing them, visibility through banners, etc., and basically making them think that they have to keep themselves secure as well. Do you see that? Is it now well embraced and people are very looking at it as a yes, it is helping them, or you still feel that it's still a burden on them and it's doing it more as a forced thing rather than coming naturally from them? Because naturally is very important.
Yeah, right. So slowly the overall, it is now security is no longer basically resistance. It is start slowly becoming an enabler also. So as you rightly mentioned, there has been certain instances where we get lot of resistance on certain areas or certain pockets. However, what the key thing I observed is if there is a lot of attrition, so imbibing same sets of values and culture on new sets of employees is a little challenging. However, once the overall culture is set, you just need to ensure it is implemented at all stages. So for example, like right from a new project go live, so we have enterprise architecture. Any new application which gets onboarded, it goes by enterprise architecture which has a security overview. Then we have a constant like development process where we are planning to implement the DevSecOps processes, which help them to secure those processes. And then the finally the CCB processes, which will ensure that the changes which are implemented are seamlessly done. So we are driving various initiatives to ensure the employees, the IT stakeholders, the business partners are well aware of these changes, and they do embrace us and help us in this journey.
Excellent. Before I let you go, I have a very, it's one of my favorite questions which I keep asking my own self, but I'm going to do the same with you. So, let's say if you are given a chance to go back in time and you were a younger Madhur, uh, one piece of advice you would give yourself as a security leader, or what is that one thing you would like to do different, or you would like to give an advice to some of the upcoming security practitioners who are aspiring to become Madhur or likes of Madhur? What would be your feedback?
Yeah, so one again clear thing is aim big, target, have a great target set for you. You should have a clear vision, and as long as you have a potential, you have the hardworking nature, and you free to like learn throughout this journey. I guess you will able to achieve the vision or the target which you set. So that's the only thing which I just want to highlight here.
So I think what you are saying is that if you are starting up or you're looking at cybersecurity as a career, you need to be focused, aware of what are the newer threats coming in, have a continuous learning thought process in mind because things
Absolutely.
are evolving by the speed of light, or figuratively speaking. And that and of course, being very focused and hardworking is extremely important.
Yeah.
And these are some of the attributes which have led to what Madhur is today. And it didn't happen in a hurry. It kind of went through a process, and today he
Yeah.
runs the security of a large organization. This is great advice. I'm sure that it's very going to be very helpful to people who are aspiring to be like people like you or become a chief information security officer like you. Thank you so much, Madhur. Has been a phenomenal conversation. I loved every bit of it, and thanks a lot for taking time out. And I'm sure this is going to help a lot of people in a lot of different ways.
Thanks, Ashish. It was a pleasure having interaction with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care.